Alright, well, USSR is about to move their capital to Kubyshev. I'm done playing for this particular scenario. I gotta do some more work on the game data, the modifications, not the well, I'm gonna add some more events and stuff, and just you know, I got some ideas I jotted down in my book that I want to implement into the game, just to put the, you know, the cherry on top, so to say, in regards to data for the completion of that. And in addition to that, I've got to add data for infrastructure for more countries. This is the problem. See, the world market is suffering too early. I was out of industrial goods completely from like 19, well, like July, yeah, like right at the start of the invasion, which prevents me from being able to create supply lines. And this is what my supply model looks like, because I have penalties on for loyalty, meaning if this territory isn't loyal to me, see, mine's the strongest because this is my territory that's loyal to me. This is Germany. That's where my supply is the strongest, because I have the least friction with the populations living there. I can improve that by repairing things like the railroad stations. That's a big one. Railroad stations and airports, and implementing additional infrastructure like military bases, which hold supply. Some of them hold more, some of them hold less, and there's like a whole list of ways that I can improve the supply. I can spend more on my total spending, but that only goes so far. Yada yada yada. I don't have the means to do that if I have no industrial goods, and I'm trying not to destroy the existing infrastructure because that's historically accurate, and I want it to stay there permanently for the most part. I've deleted some, I've scrapped some of the buildings and infrastructure for the scrap industrial goods, but I don't want to strip down a fucking country bare. Not only does that destroy the supply model by not having facilities on X's in cities, because that's the way I designed it now, or modified it, but it removes the significance of all the work I put into research and historical placement of various facilities in most of the world. I want it to stay that way. I mean, unless there's specifics where, like, you know, it was a major headline, like a facility like Zaporizhia or the Dnipro power station. That happened. I'm not going to destroy that power station because it still exists today, but, you know, if that would have been destroyed, I would have wiped it off the map, no problem, just to match that historical cue. But I don't want to delete everything, so I don't have to. The reason why there's the world market suffering is because a few major countries that produce industrial goods and whatnot, like China, India, Spain, to a degree, even though they were having a bit of a rough spot following their civil war. Like, I didn't even put in their coal mines yet. Like, there was just during the Spanish Civil War, for the assistance that Germany aided Franco for, Franco then in turn allocated two of Spain's coal mines or iron mines to Germany for an allotted length of time as a repayment, form of repayment for the services or the investment given prior. to his benefit. So I know there was significant mining going on in Spain. Just because of that fact, I just have yet to research and implement it. Right now, they produce no coal, they produce no ore, and that's a problem because then their economy suffers, and I have an ally, in this case, that has no resources to benefit our relationship. I can't really benefit. All I do is give him shit. I don't get anything from Spain, really, and that's one of the reasons why the economy is suffering. It's okay for the economy to suffer because it did in World War II, but not in 1941. I mean, there was, like, my army is wiped out because these units don't perform as well. Even though I have a supply truck on every single set of units, they just don't perform as well, and they will get the shit beat out of them by, it'll take like this whole fucking gang to kill that one guy, and they'll be like down to shit when they're done. It's unrealistic. So I have to be able to improve my infrastructure to keep it realistic, at least until Citadel. I mean, out east. I mean, they had the means to organize and effectively control this field of operation for a good couple of years before, you know, the strain of industrial shortages became a major factor. So it can't become a major factor this early on, because it'll essentially ruin the rest of the war, because now it's no longer a tactically involved engagement. There's no tactics that play any part in the outcomes of these battles. I could, you know, throw the book at them, and if they have 5 guys on Hex, they're going to destroy Army Corps. You know, so it's got to be fixed. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Spain. I'm going to do another African country. I forgot to put a production facility in Nigeria, so now they're going to have the means to produce at least a single unit every month or so that way they won't get molested by whomever when the war kicks off. They get drug into it. I want to do East Africa, which is Kenya, India, and China. I'm going to cap off Japan. I still got a little bit of work to do in France. Quickly revise Canada. I put a good bit of work into Canada before. I want to revise it, and I still got a little bit of touching up to do in the U.S. and Mexico. I want to get at least the petrol and mining industry sector complete in Argentina, and I'm going to do another major industry in Brazil as well. I got a vacation coming up next week. I'm looking forward to it, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Continuing to finish my map, implement that, more graphics. I do usually a couple units a day now. I just clean them up, polish them up, and finish them up. Today this morning I put a paint job on my Hummel. Looks good. Good enough. Little camo splash. And I just had the best back workout I've had in a month. My elbows have been bothering me, but they're getting better. So I was able to punish my lats a good bit in the gym today, which felt great. And I'm getting ready for bed because I gotta go up for work early, and then I'm on vacation. That's my update, and that's my plans for the game that I will implement over the course of next week, and then my masterpiece will be fully packed, ready for playment and enjoyment. Left check.